Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope y'all are doing great. I'm doing okay. So today we're going to be working on our Slimline card series. As always, I start off with the dimensions just in case this is your first time watching. So we're going to take a regular 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. We're going to turn it to the 11-inch side. We're going to cut off 2 inches from the 11 to make it 9 because our card base is going to be, when folded over, 4 by 9. When unfolded, it's going to be 8 by 9. So we've cut off our 2 inches, and now we're going to turn it to the 8.5 by the 8.5 section, and we're going to cut off 1/2 inch to get us a solid number, whole number 8. Okay, just to make sure we did it okay, because sometimes we can screw it up. We're going to measure this, and this card is crooked for this paper is crooked for some reason, but we have 9, 8. So we're going to go on our 8 side, the 8 score side, the 8-inch side, the 8 score side, and we're going to score 4. And I'm going to score it on both sides just because I like it. This paper is pretty durable. It's from Michaels. It's 65 pound. Although it is ashy, it does get the job done. So we're going to fold this over. Now, I told you one side was a little bit crooked, so hopefully we get it folded over pretty decently. From what I've seen, professional cards are all always off a little bit as well, and I think it just has something to do with the score. Because really, when you score it down the middle and you're folding it over, you still have to account for this little bitty piece right here. So I guess if we scored it an 1/8 over, it would be a little bit different. So now I'm just burnishing this down, make sure we got a good crease. And this is our card base. And you can see right here, this is okay though. No need to worry. Now what I am going to do is I am going to do our card front. So if you recall from the last Halloween card we made, I cut this down, and we're going to use that as our card front. And this measures 3 7/8 by 8 7/8. I think we're going to do that. And then we're going to have this on top. And this will be on the inside. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started and make something, right? So the first thing we're going to do is glue some stuff down because we don't want all this stuff just floating around. And I think I'm just going to use some plain old Aleene's tacky glue. I think that, which I would not want to do this, like burn the glue, but I feel like if I'm going to sit here and craft a lot, which I'm not going to do that today, but I would probably want to heat the glue up because I feel like in the room, like especially now that the weather's changing, it's getting a little bit cooler, the glues may start to not want to flow as easily as they should. And so, maybe run them under some warm water because they are water-based glue, right? That's why the paper warps, because water warps our paper. So right now I'm just making sure I have this on semi-straight, as straight as possible for me. So I'm going to adjust this. And this is why I like to use the Aleene's, because it gives me a little bit of wiggle room. Just a little, because it's starting to dry. And I just want to make sure we can see our black edge down here. Okay. Not sure what's up with this paper, but we're gonna work through it. Now I'm gonna burnish this on. Make sure I have all the glue that's on there adhering to the black card. And just want to make sure that you smooth it. Okay. Now let's put our white sheet on here. Now I'm going to ink up these edges on the white paper. And I'm using Vintage Photo. Any brown will work. Even if you had like black soot, it would work too. I'm gonna glue this down. Right here, if you are more successful at using tape, then by all means use your tape. I just struggle with the tape once I get it down. Sometimes it's not in a decent placement for me, and so I have to pick it back up and then it pulls the paper. So glue, you have a little bit of wiggle room. Some glues you have more wiggle room than others, but I like the Aleene's, and it doesn't warp the paper too much, especially if I'm not like heavy-handed with it. I didn't get any in this corner, did I? We got some there now. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and stamp out a few of these engines. Listen, I was thinking about Thomas the Train just now because apparently only thing we do in this household is eat, sleep, drink Thomas the Train. No, the little roommate's birthday is soon. And hopefully you see some of these videos in October, but we're already in the double digits for October. And I haven't even put the first video out. I know I said that 2 videos ago that I was, but I haven't. It's been rough. Been having a little bit rougher than I would like to admit, right? But that's okay. We'll get through it. So we're going to put Wicked Never Looked This Cute, which I think is really adorable. And we're going to put that right in the corner. I'm going to use just some plain old Ranger Jet Black ink. This is my normal go-to ink. I do like it. I have used other inks in the past, and I've just come back to Ranger. I first started out using just anybody, right? And then I went to Martha Stewart. And the one thing that I do like about Martha Stewart is that her jet, it's called Coal, is darker than a lot of the other black inks. But I like this pad on this. Now, what I am anxious to get my hands on, and I haven't invested in it, is some Crafter's Companion ink. But I haven't invested in it. So now we're going to put decisions. Let's see. So the last time I did this, we did something similar almost. So I think we're going to put Wicked Never Looked This Cute. And I don't want to overdo it, right? So I think I'm just going to do Frankenstein and the Ghost. Okay, so first I'm going to do the same thing I did on the last card, but instead of mice, I'm going to use this Fence washi tape, and I think I got this from Tuesday Morning. When Tuesday Morning had washi tape, they sold a lot. So I think this is, what is this, Little B? I think, I'm not sure, don't quote me. But I did get it from, I believe I got it from Tuesday Morning. Okay. Oh no, it has a rip on. That's okay. That's why I nicked it to start it off. Some washi tape is easy to come off, and then some of it's not. And I got some of it's not today. Let's see. We don't need all of the washi tape to go across the thing, or do we? Yeah, we do. Okay. Okay, so I just burnished it down so it could adhere better to it. Now I'm just going to take some glue and get it on there good. Since we have it kind of layered, I want it to go flush to the bottom. I want the glue to get on all of it. So I'm being kind of generous with the art glitter glue because I want it to stick. Okay. So I did open the card up just because she could be clumsy sometimes. We're going to slide this over real quick before it sticks down and does not want to get up. Okay. So I'm going to rub my finger right across the bottom of the card to make sure that it is all the way on here, and I need to scoot it up just a scotch. Now, even though art glitter glue does stick down fairly quickly, if you needed to, you could lift it up with no problem. It would tear. I'm sure it would tear the paper, but you could get it up if you wanted to. Probably with some type of lifting mechanism, maybe heat, and like a brayer, not a brayer, a fine tipped bone folder, or a needle, or some type of pokey tool could get you the results you wanted. But I'm okay with that, and I just wanted to look on the back, and you can see right here it needs to be snipped because I didn't get it all the way flush down there, so that's okay. And right here you won't see it because this is supposed to be down there, you know, adjusted. Did not adjust as nicely as I wanted it to. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come right here and glue some more. So we got this glued down. I'm just going to, I don't trust it. I'm going to burnish it down again. Just one last good time. So nothing wicked. Wicked never looked this cute. It's the thought. But I want to do some stuff in the background. So give me a second to pull that stuff out. All right, so I'm going to fussy cut this tree out. I stamped it in silver. This tree comes from Diamond Press. I like the stamp. The only thing I wish is that the stamp wasn't so skinny. The tree wasn't so skinny. I feel like it needs to be a little bit wider, but this is what I'm going to cut out real quick. Okay, so what I've discovered in my crafting is whenever I have something that I want to go on something, I'll just place it. I won't cut it down to size right away. I'll just place it on the project, and then when I finish the project, I'll go around and trim it up. So that's what I normally do. What I've been doing lately is doing that. So all the top portion, I'll cut down when I need to cut it down. Since this tree is so skinny, it would probably look better with a lot of trees on here, but I only have one, so we're gonna work it out. Okay, so I'm just gonna glue this down. I'm gonna use art glitter glue only because it has the fine tip, not because of anything else. I think I said this in a previous couple of videos. If we had a lot of not art glitter glues, but if we had a lot of fine tip applicators, we probably use any kind of glue versus specific glues, because I feel like that's what we really want, is the preciseness of a glue versus it just kind of spilling out all over the place. Now you're probably saying, Brandy, why'd you do that? Don't worry, we got it. It's gonna be okay. Okay, so this is it, right? So far, we got these little pumpkins. We're going to put these creepy looking pumpkins here. I did stamp some out and cut them out. Did I cut them out? I had to cut them out, and I don't know what to do with them. So, yeah. Okay, so I did find the ones that I punched out, stamped and punched out in white. And I think those look better than this creepy face, because this is just creepy. And now I'm going to take the Grim Reaper, and I'm going to hopefully not jack this up. I'm going to stamp him almost on that black line. Yep, just like that. And then I have a little ghost that I punched out. I'm going to put him here. But I think I need another little cute image, so let's see. All right, so this is my first time using these stamps, and I should have stamped off first, but I'm hard-headed. Came out okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and use some tape. Don't clutch your pearls too much. I still use tape. I just don't want to put glue on glue on all of it, and the card is all funky shaped like that. Just taking this tape off. It's giving me a hard time. Right there. Let's go ahead and get Frankie colored up. And the good thing is we just need a light green, and I am going to color him a little brown, brownish gray maybe. All right, so let's go ahead and I'll color this up with you really quickly, hopefully. Let's see. I think we may actually be able to get away with this tree being that height. So I'm going to use warm gray for his bolts. And this is a Soho Studio I got from Ross, Dress for Less. And I'm going to color his scythe gray as well. And then I will take my jelly pen and go over it. Now I'm contemplating getting some yellow and putting the moonlight in the background. I also want to drop some bats in here, so we'll see. And now I've got this green. This is Arteza green. And we'll go ahead and color this up. I can't remember what color Frankenstein's shirt is, but I know that he's like green. So I don't know what color I'll use on him. I think it's gray too, right? I don't know. But we can't have just gray all over the place. I mean, we could. I don't know. I wish that Michaels had an inspiration project on the back of their stamps. Sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't. So it's kind of frustrating for me. Because even if I don't use what they have, I'm just going to color his eyebrows in. It would be something to have some inspiration to aspire to do, maybe. But they don't. All right, so we're going to go ahead and color this bone up. We're going to color his teeth also. This is jasmine yellow. I'm going to color this little skeleton. We could have made this a girl, right? And made her little outfit pink. Because, you know, it's supposed to be cute. Sometimes when I pick up the black lines, I just color off and it gets it back to what I need it to be. So like right now, I'm definitely picking up some of that. I'm just going to color off and come back and color on. All right. I'm trying to keep these videos shorter. So I'm going to go ahead and color this and I'll come back. So right here in the corner, because I feel like I need to color it in, but I don't. You know, I just feel like I need to put some color in here. So I put a spider web right there. And I think I'm going to put another one. I'll show you how I did it. So the spider web comes from the same little stamp set as the pumpkins. And so what I did is I just wiped off the edges. Yep. So we only had a center portion. I'm going to redo that real quick. All right. And I'm going to go right here in this portion. Oh, it's not sticking. That's okay. And now we have spider webs. So that is always an option for you if you feel like there's something missing. And I do feel like I need some yellow or something here. Let's see what this sponge says to me. Speak to me, sponge. Tell me what color you got on you. Nothing. It's dry as a bone. All right, so I'm using this yellow mustard seed, and I'm just going to put a yellow hue right here, and I'm just tapped in a little bit, and I'm just making a motion so that you don't see the sponging, but also it's not a lot. So it's just a little bit, right? We don't want a whole bunch. We want a little. I also think milled lilac is a good color too, even though it looks blue. It's like a light purple. So you can see it right here. See if we can't get some of this ink off. There we go. So it's a very, very like faint color. So we can do the rest of the sky like that, and then we'll be done. And I'm doing it the same way. I'm not actually attempting to get much color down, so you won't be able to see it until I go over it a few times. All right, so this is our last card. No, this is our fourth to last card. And this is how it looks. I think it came out okay. Could I do some other stuff to it? I probably could. But the purpose is not to make it be extra hard. It's something quick, fun, simple, and easy to do versus, I don't know what I'm going to do for a card. So I want to say thank you all for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.